Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. I hope you all are doing fine, I hope you all are doing alright. So today we're going to learn a language again together and we're going to learn some Russian again. I already made such a video a couple of months back and a lot of you asked me to make a second part, and the last video was whispered, and so today's video is going to be a soft-spoken video. And yeah, let's just get started. So here we have the book again, and the last time we learned the very first 3 lessons of this book, and today we are going to learn the 4th, 5th and the 6th lesson. So today's video is going to be for beginners again, like on the beginner level, and I scanned these pages. These are pages from a book, and always like the double pages, and on one side we can see the Russian text and then on the other side we can see the translation. And since the book is in German, we can see the German translation, but I'm going to translate everything into English. And then later on we also have some exercises. One comprehension exercise where we can see if we understood everything, like some new words which were introduced in this lesson. And the second exercise is a fill in the blanks exercise, and I already did that. So I'm going to delete it later on and then we can do it again together. So yeah, let's get started finally. So first I'm going to read the text in Russian and then I'm going to translate it. So, 4th урок, the 4th lesson, 4th урок. Я всё понимаю, что ты делаешь, учу английский язык. Ты уже говоришь по-английски? Немного говорю, но всё понимаю. Ты знаешь французский язык? Конечно, знаю. А как по-французски пока? Пока по-французски чао. Но это по-итальянски. Правда? Значит, я знаю итальянский язык. Всё ясно, до встречи. Пока. Alright. Let's translate it. So, я всё понимаю. I understand. Понимаю. Понимать means to understand. And later on we also have знаю, and знать means to know. So понимаю, I understand, and знаю, I know. So я понимаю, I understand, and всё, everything, I understand everything. And also one fact real quick, like this yo, this e with 2 dots on top, this doesn't exist anymore, like I think since the late 90s, like since the end of the 90s, you don't write this anymore. In Russian, you simply write an e, and then you have to know if you pronounce it like a yo or simply like an e, so if it's a simple e or a yo. But until today, it's still sometimes written like this, like especially in a lot of language learning books, like when someone just learns Russian, it's easier for them to know if you pronounce this e like a yo or not, and that's why they add these dots here. So, я всё понимаю, I understand everything. Что ты делаешь? Что means what, and ты, you, what, and делаешь, you do. So what do you do? Учу английский язык. I learn, учу, I learn. You don't always have to use the я or the ты, you don't have to use these pronouns. You can also simply just know who's talking or who are you talking to because of the ending of a word. Учу английский язык. Учу, I learn, and then английский язык. Английский, English, язык, the language. So I learn the English language. Ты уже говоришь по-английски? Do you already speak in English? Уже is already, or like, I don't know, like in French it would be déjà. Ты уже говоришь по-английски? Ты говоришь, you speak, you talk. Ты уже говоришь по-английски? Do you already speak in English? Немного говорю, но всё понимаю. I speak a little bit, or I speak not much. Literally, it means not much. Немного. Не is not, and много is much, actually. Like also just, there's a word in Russian that is just много, and that means much. So this is not much. I don't speak, or I speak not much. Но всё понимаю. I don't speak much, but всё again, everything, but I understand everything. Ты знаешь французский язык? Do you know the French language? So not понимаешь, понимаешь, ты понимаешь is you understand, and ты знаешь is you know. Do you know the French language? Конечно, знаю. Конечно is of course, and знаю again, I know, of course I know. А как по-французски пока? And what in French by? So, and what is by in French? There is no real word for to be in Russian, so we have to add this in our minds now. And what is пока, and what is by in French? Пока, by, по-французски ciao. So пока, which means bye, goodbye, or just bye in Russian. По-французски, so in French it's ciao. This is what the person says. And then the other person responds, no это по-итальянски. No, this is in Italian. This is Italian, which is true, like ciao is Italian. And then правда, really. Значит is, that means я знаю итальянский язык. I know, that means I know. Also, E is actually and, but in this case we can say that means I also know the Italian language. Всё ясно. Всё ясно is everything understood, like maybe alright, alright. Everything you say, I'm not going to argue with you. So всё ясно, everything understood. До встречи. Until we see again, goodbye, and literally until the meeting, or until the next meeting, until the next meetup, until we see again. Like until we see again is actually увидимся, but like it means goodbye, and in the literal way maybe until the meeting, and then пока, goodbye, or like see you, bye. Bye is the best translation. Alright, now we're going to go over the understanding exercise, the comprehension exercise, and I'm simply going to read it in Russian to you, and then we can think about what it means in English and whether we understood the meaning of all of these words. Alright, so here this is some repetition. Добрый день. We already had this in the last video. Добрый день. Что ты делаешь? So, добрый день, good day. Что ты делаешь? What are you doing? Учу русский язык. Учу русский язык. Учу, I learn. And then русский язык, the Russian language. А ты что делаешь? And you, what do you do? And what do you do? А я учу французский язык. And I learn the French language. Ты говоришь по-русски? Do you speak in Russian? Немного говорю. Okay, this is already a sentence. I speak a little bit. I speak not much. А ты говоришь по-французски? Do you speak in French? Or and you speak in French, and do you speak French? Конечно, говорю. Of course I speak. So I speak French. Of course I speak it. А Борис знает французский язык? And does Boris in English, and does Boris know the French language? Он знает французский, английский и итальянский языки. He knows the French, the English and the Italian language. Я говорю по-английски, а по-итальянски не понимаю. I speak in English, but in Italian I don't understand. So I speak English, but I don't understand Italian. А я немного понимаю, но не говорю. And I understand not much, or I understand a little bit, but I don't speak it. Alright, now we are going to fill in the blanks. And for that I'll have to delete what I already filled in. And you will see I can't really write like this is how I usually write. Also again on a tablet. My handwriting looks a bit different on paper. So this is in German, what do you do? And what is что? Что? Ты, and then what do you do? Делаешь? Actually, it works quite well today. Like I'm writing in the cursive font. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should write in the block letters. Что ты делаешь? Like in the mixture. Что. This is a T. Ты делаешь. And this is a D. This G is a D. This looks like an A. Alright. Yeah, I learn Russian, or like in literally the Russian language. Я учу русский язык. Do you know, or do you... Yeah, I think, do you know the Russian language? I don't know how to translate this from German. Ты знаешь русский язык? Oh my god, my writing. I told you. Alright. I know a little bit. So a little bit, not much. Не много знаю. Then how do you say конечно in German? So how is как? Now German, we didn't have this today. Немецкий конечно. And if you would like to know that, that's natürlich in German. Let us talk in Spanish. Okay, I already filled in Hispanski. I'm not going to delete that now, but let's do this. Is давайте. Давайте говорить по-испански. Alright, oh, we have some more. Alright, I like Spanish, the Spanish language, but I speak no Spanish. Ya, okay, this is like or I love. Ya lublю Испанский язык, но не говорю по-испански. Excuse me, what do you say, or what did you say? I don't understand Russian. Excuse me is простите, простите. Что, what, что вы говорите? Я не, I don't understand, понимаю по-русски. Простите, что вы говорите? Я не понимаю по-русски. Alright. That was the 4th lesson. And now I remember why I only did 3 lessons in the first video instead of 6 lessons. Like for some languages, like I made these kind of videos in different languages. And for some of these languages I also directly filmed 6 lessons in one video. But the Russian lessons are really long, it seems to me, like when it comes to the exercise part. Alright, now we have the 5th lesson. Пятый урок, the 5th lesson. Давайте познакомимся. Давайте познакомимся. С удовольствием. Меня зовут Давид. А вас как зовут? Меня зовут Наташа. Очень приятно. Какое красивое имя. Вы очень любезны. Кстати, это мой русский друг. Его зовут Вадим, а я его знаю. Конечно, он очень известный актер. А вот моя подруга. Вы ее знаете? Нет, я ее не знаю, к сожалению. Какая красивая девушка. Alright, 5-й урок. The 5th lesson. Давайте познакомимся. Let's introduce each other to one another. Давайте познакомимся. С удовольствием. With pleasure. It would be my pleasure. It would be nice. Меня зовут Давид. I am David, so David in English. Меня зовут Давид. So literally, if you say I am called whatever, you actually say they call me, меня, me, they call me David. А вас как зовут? And what's your name, or how are you called? Меня зовут Natasha. I am Natasha, or I'm called Natasha. Очень приятно. I am Natasha. I am pleased to meet you. Какое красивое имя. And then the other person says, what a beautiful name. So, yeah, beautiful name. And then, вы очень любезны. You are very friendly, very nice. Кстати, это мой русский друг. Кстати is by the way, this is my Russian friend. Это мой русский друг. My Russian friend. This is my Russian friend. Его зовут Vadim. He is called Vadim. His name is Vadim. And then, я его знаю, but I know him. Him. I know him. Конечно, of course. Он очень известный актер. He is a very widely known actor. Yeah, a known actor. A very known actor. Maybe even famous. А вот моя подруга, and this is my friend, my female friend. Друг is the male friend and подруга the female friend. Вы ее знаете? Do you know her? So not его. Я его знаю, I know him, and я ее знаю, I know her. Вы ее знаете? Do you know her? Нет, я ее не знаю. No, I don't know her. К сожалению. What a pity. Sadly. Какая красивая девушка. What a beautiful woman. Like, what a beautiful young woman. What a beautiful girl. Alright, now let's do the translation exercise. Давайте познакомимся. Let's introduce each other to one another. С удовольствием. With pleasure. Как вас зовут? What's your name? Меня зовут Piotr. I can't pronounce this name. I am called Piotr. А как вас зовут? And what's your name? Меня зовут Natasha. I am called Natasha. My name is Natasha. Какое красивое имя. What a beautiful name. Спасибо. Thank you. Вы очень любезны. You are very friendly. You are very nice. Natasha, вы говорите по-французски? Natasha, do you speak in French? Нет. Но я учу французский язык. No, but I learn the French language. So I learn French. Это очень красивый язык. This is a very beautiful language. Конечно, но я говорю немного. Of course, but I speak not much. I only speak a little bit. Alright, let's fill in the blanks. This is my Russian friend. Это мой русский friend, друг. This is my female friend. Это моя подруга. I'm so sorry, I can't write like this. In this kind of hand position, I can't even put my hand on the table. What a beautiful name. Какое красивое имя. What a beautiful girl, what a beautiful young woman. Какая... What is this? Какая красивая девушка. Until soon, or until we see again. До встречи. Пока. Bye, пока. Okay, this is the most ugly handwriting. Alright, but we have to rush a bit, because otherwise this is going to be too long. Okay, now we will do the 6th lesson. Шестой урок, the 6th lesson. Где вы живете? Where do you live? Скажите, кто это? Это мой брат. Правда? А кто он? Он актер. Вы тоже работаете в театре? It's not театр, but театр, I think. Вы тоже работаете в театре? Да, я тоже работаю в театре. Но я режиссер. Как интересно. Я очень люблю театр. А вы где работаете? Я журналистка и работаю в газете. А где вы живете? Я живу в Москве. А я живу в Киеве. А где живет ваш брат? Он живет в Одессе. О, это очень красивый город. Alright, here we can see everything in, again, blue in the nominative case, a bit of accusative, but a lot of the prepositional case. Alright, шестой урок, the 6th lesson. Где вы живете? Где, where, and then you, where do you live? Скажите, say, like, tell me. Кто это? Who is this? Это мой брат. This is my brother. Правда? Really? А кто он? And literally, who is he? Like, what is his profession in this case? Он актер. He is an actor. Вы тоже работаете в театре? Do you also work in the theater? Тоже, also, do you too, like, do you work in the theater too, or do you also work in the theater? Да, я тоже работаю в театре, но я режиссер. Yes, I also work in the theater, but I am a regisseur. I am a director. Как интересно. How interesting. Yeah, how interesting, that's interesting. Как интересно. How interesting. So that's interesting. Я очень люблю театр. I love the theater very much. I love the theater very much. А вы где работаете? And you work where? Where do you work? Я журналистка. I am a journalist, a female journalist. И работаю в газете. And I work at the newspaper. And here, like with the prepositional case, just as an example, so a lot of male nouns, they simply get the E at the end, the E, and a lot of female words, if they end on an A, as an example, actually it's Gazeta, the newspaper. And if it's like I work at the newspaper, like it's at the newspaper office, obviously, but then you say like this, Gazette, and instead of the A at the end, it's an E at the end. Instead of the A, it's an E. А где вы живете? And where do you live? Я живу в Москве. I live in Moscow. А я живу в Киеве. And I live in Kiev. А где живет ваш брат? And where does your brother live? Он живет в Одессе. He lives in Odessa. And because it's with the V again, with the, like in this place, it's an E at the end, but actually it's, I think in English it's Odessa, and in Russian it would be Odessa, more like the A instead of O. And yeah, это очень красивый город. Oh, that is a very beautiful city. Alright, now we will do the translation exercise. Вот фотография. Here is the photograph. Here is the photo. Like if you give it to someone as an example. А кто это? And who is this? Это мой брат. This is my brother. Какая красивая девушка. What a beautiful girl, what a beautiful young woman. Как ее зовут? What is her name? Ее зовут Natasha. Her name is Natasha. А это ваш друг. Я его знаю. And this is your friend. I know him. Конечно, of course. Он очень известный актер. This one again. He is a very famous actor, a very well-known actor. Где он живет? Where does he live? В Москве, in Moscow. Нет, он живет в Киеве. No, he lives in Kiev. Вот его жена. This is his wife. Alright, now we will fill in the blanks one last time. This is my brother. Это, this, мой брат. He lives in Kiev. Он живет в Киеве. He works at the theater. Он работает в театре. He is an actor and I am a journalist, a female journalist. Он актер, а я journalist, and a female journalist, journalistka. Kiev is a very beautiful city. Kiev очень красивый город. Kiev очень красивый город. Alright. I think that's it for today. And then we also have a 7th lesson. In this book at the end of you can learn this within 1 week. You can't learn Russian within 1 week. But this book works like this. You're supposed to learn one of these lessons each day. And then at the end of a week you can kind of do you have a repetition lesson and you can repeat what you just learned. And but this is everything is in German. So we're not going to go over this. Maybe over here the nominative forms of pronouns and the accusative forms. So it's ja means I, and меня is me, and ti is you, and tibia is also you, and on is he, and его is him, and Anna is she, and ее is her. And then later on they also teach you the plural. Oh, here's the plural. Mühe is we, and nas is us, and vi is you in the plural, and was is you in the plural for the accusative, and ani is they, and ich is also them. I think this is they and them in English. Alright, and then these pronouns when you own something, mój drug, moja podruga, and then the ending changes, whether this is a man or a woman as an example. If it's a man, a brat, a brother, you say vash. And if it's a woman, žena, it's vasha. And yeah, like basically just some repetition exercises. And then also some understanding exercises. Again, we can go over these real quick, and then I think we will end the video. And then I think I will end the video. So, всё хорошо. Everything is good. Добрый день. Good day. Здравствуйте. Okay, this is just здравствуйте. And здравствуйте, yeah, hello. I will just simply translate it as hello. Давайте познакомимся. Let's introduce each other to one another. Меня зовут Михаил. My name is Michael. Меня зовут Natasha, and I am Natasha. Natasha, где вы живете? Natasha, where do you live? Я живу в Москве. I live in Moscow. Вы, and you. Я живу в Париже. I live in Paris. Вы в Москве как турист. Are you in Moscow as a tourist? Нет, я журналист. No, I am... So like, no, I am a journalist. No. Очень интересно. What is this? Очень интересно. Very interesting. Я журналистка и работаю в газете. And I am a journalist, so like in this case I am a journalist too, a female journalist, and I work at the newspaper. Natasha, вы любите театр? Natasha, do you like the theater, or do you love the theater? Очень люблю. I love it, or like, yeah, I love very much, and so in this case the theater. I love it very much. Я вас приглашаю в театр. I invite you to the theater. Спасибо, thank you. Вы очень любезны. You are very nice, you are very friendly. А в какой? And to which one? В большой, to the big one. And yeah, this is a name in this case because of the capital letter. Я очень рада. I am very happy. До встречи. Until we see again, like goodbye. До свидания. Goodbye. Different ways of saying goodbye. Alright. So that's it for today. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a like. And if you didn't like it, feel free to let me know why in the comments. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching until now if you're still watching. Of course, I hope you've already fallen asleep by now. And see you in the next video.